Hi, hello. This is Sztygrys. I will review the game from IGLO, from the G group. And the black player was blee.dublin and white was Thuran. With Thuran, I always talk about about Thuran and his fuseki. But let's see what he will come up with. Yeah, for now it's all standard. White got the influence on the left side, so we have the beginning of the moyo there. This is all standard, like it's not uncommon. Here white played tenuki, and the usual move is to just play the double hane, and now black plays tenuki, so black will get center here, but we will be able to close the group on the side. It's fine. White chose to be faster, and it is also possible. Like, it is big, for example, to get this and this. This is a big sequence, but we can accept it. The other possibility is for black to play like this, and we need to be careful because it is much more forceful. If the situation is right, this will be very good for black, so we need to be careful. And if we just give up the stone, then it is much better than the other variation. Like black got the panuki, and it is much easier for black to get something on the lower side. So this is good for black. Anyway, for now, black just plays away. Okay, it is a joseki. I will not say anything more. Like, we can see that white wants to get stones high, like high stones, fourth line or above. Clearly white wants to play for some influence fighting strategy, and black is fine with it. Black is just invades. This invade is brave. I am not sure if it is good or bad, but surely is brave. Before the invasion, I want to stress that there is a possibility to go into this potential territory here. So for now, we cannot expect that much from white here. So we need to take it into account. Here, if we leave, maybe it will not be enough because black can reduce anyway. The move I would suggest would be scare from the other side. Why from this side? Because this is the side where white wants to take the territory, and we can also make some light shape with this move. Like the usual continuation, we can imagine is something like that, and now there are some ladders, and I think both of that ladders work for black. So we can capture this stone if we want, and we can capture this stone if we want. Both possibilities are good for black. If we capture the stone, this is surely good for black. Of course, white has some other moves, like going up here or here, that we need to take into account. And here the result will be that black will take the influence and white will take the territory. For example, how to imagine it? I think this one. Something like that. I'm not sure what is the proper sequence, but probably black will just get the influence and make some reduction of white area. It maybe not does not seem like a big reduction, but it is all right. Okay, here we make this exchange, and I don't really like it. It is a center exchange, but it will be also center later, so we don't have to rush this. As long as group is not settled, this will be center. And this gives something for white, especially this one. We can just go into the corner, make some ko which is kind of annoying because the group is not yet 100% alive. And the other thing is that this move does not give us ice. For example, here we cannot make ice here because it is taken away like this. So this move does not benefit black almost at all, and it makes something for white. It makes the possibility of a free move. So I don't like it. For now there is a fight, and in this fight generally I think white should be alright, because black is not able to make a 2 ice, so we should get something from the fight. We should get something attacking the group. In the actual game, it was a bit strange. I wonder why it didn't play like this. It is a bit courageous because we need to be careful of a cat. For example, a cat like this, and now we have the problem. But I think it was possible to play like this. A bit risky, I would say, but maybe possible. In the game, black just goes out, and we can chase black group still. And white chose to make his territory here a bit larger. I am not that sure of this move. Generally, the groups that are fighting are those two. Like white has a weak group, more or less, and black has a weak group. And it is very important to make our group stronger. And we can do it like this, but I am not a big fan of it. But the move that I would like to play is this one, which is so big. This move, if black plays it, it will be so big by territory, and also it will make our group weaker. So I would play here. And later I can decide if I want to play from this side or this side. This would be my idea. For now white plays here. Like white cashed immediately, but I am not sure if it was a good way. And white got this move, so we just added this exchange. And as I said, I was not sure if this exchange is so great. This move is very timid. For sure it is better to play like this. It is not possible for black to get away, and still the black group is not settled. Like we need to add a move, like here. So white is more or less alive, and black maybe in the future will be in some trouble. Here it is very easy for black to settle, so we are fine. And generally, I would say all of this was the success of black. Black has to come back. We got this stone in center, so we are stronger than it seemed, and it is still much better to play like this. Like here. Now we can play these exchanges. Black will make a living shape, and we are so happy as white. Anyway, so white got a bit here, but black is safe, and black got some additional potential here. But the game goes on. Oh, this is a move I never understood. It is Joseki, but the problem I have with this move is black can play here and make a bad shape for white, and for example capture this stone. But it is a Joseki. White has a possibility to play the Ataris and develop the right side, so it is alright. In the game, black played Tenuki. By the way, if black plays this Atari, it is also possible to make Echo. it is a very big ko. So if we don't have if we don't have kofrets, we shouldn't play it. But in this situation, I think white has some kofrets, like with this group, or maybe with this group. So and black does not have that many kofrets. So even moves like this is a bad kofret, but we can use it if we must. So it would be possible to play this ko. So maybe this is the reason why black did not play there. Very smart. Black played this one, which is also a Joseki move. It is a normal way to invade. And there was a sequence that it was also a Joseki. But this Joseki is rather easy for black, I would say. We got the influence, but we don't have we don't know how to use it really. Like only this group is left to attack, and it will be very hard to do it. So this is the problem with this variation. And the question is, did we have any alternatives? And generally, yes. We can cut off the stone. It seems it is a bit dangerous. There is a fight here. For example, something like this can happen, and black will want to get a living shape on the side. Maybe it was good to think about this variation. Surely, if black will leave, then black will be satisfied, but it is not so easy. So we can think of a variation like this. Also, I want to stress that now we can take some more territory from black with this move in center. So it is not so bad for white. Here white got center, so white used it for this move. It is hard to find any better move because most of the sides are taken, but surely I would play something the sequence like this. This is the usual sequence. I know that white wants to make a left side bigger, and here there are some josekis where it will not be so big. But this sequence is not bad, so I don't see a way for black to go into the left side. After this and this, now I can see. Maybe we were afraid of this sequence, and black will get here. I am not sure. It depends how alive the black group is, because it is not really that alive yet. If we capture this stone, can we leave unconditionally? If we can't, then maybe we can play this. It maybe is alive unconditionally, I think. So no, this is not a good sequence for white. How to avoid this sequence? Maybe we shouldn't start with b17 and play this already. Or maybe this is the best move in the end. Hard to say. Locally it is not the best move. This is not a usual move in this shape, but maybe it's alright. Here I was very surprised with this move, because white will just cut, and if we cannot cut, then it is not good for black, and we cannot cut. The move I would expect from this situation is this one, and the idea is that we go into the side like this, and if white tries to separate, then we can choose if we want to cut or if we want to play like this and connect like this. I think both are better than the game for black. In the game, after the move at G18, black had to come back to the group and leave with it. It was already alive, I think, but white can get it in center, the B17 move, so it is all big. The problem is that now the move at J17 is under attack. Okay, so black goes out, we go out. And there is a fight, and generally with the influence here, and not 100% alive group here, it is good to have a fight. It should be beneficial for white. And I think white made a mistake with not disconnecting the groups. Let's see. Here it is very important to disconnect this group from this group. It is maybe not that easy, but I think it should be possible. And if we don't do this immediately, we can wait with it. For example, we can add a move here to make our group stronger and surround black on the upper side. And then when black will answer somehow, whatever, then we can prepare the cut. And I don't think that black can connect that easily. For example, like this. And black should be cut. And black has a lot of problems. And this is the way to use our strength. And white let black connect. When black connected, then it seems like it is hard for white, because black has more territory. And it is very hard to get more territory from the influence that we have. Okay, I think here white was a bit afraid, too afraid. We need to remember that there are some possibilities like this. And this move more or less connects. If we are not sure if it connects, sometimes we can play this move first, and here we surely connect. And if black plays some different way, then he will be cut. So generally the group is fine, I would say. I think that white was afraid of this group. For example, it is better shade to play like this, but I think we were afraid that this will happen. But even in this variation, it is not easy to kill white. Maybe here we can kill, something like that. But maybe we can just connect now, here or there. So there are some possibilities. Oh, and move like this. This is a move that we play when we are afraid of the cut. And there is a cut here, surely, but if we always have the connection... Oh, now we don't have the connection, I see. This is not working anymore. Let's see. There is something. I think still there are some connecting ideas. Because after this, here we play here. Here we play here. Maybe there will be some co. The problem is that black just got into our territory that we were preparing for so long. We added a lot of moves and now it will not be very big, which is unfortunate. And I think black is just ahead. In the endgame, white played the important moves in center, like this one and even this one. So I think white played, and this is a very big move, we will talk about it in a minute. So I think white played the Yosse well, but it was just not enough, because black has more. And as a last remark, or maybe two last remarks, you can wonder how big this move is, and if black will play there, black will play like this, and let's say it will be something like this. This is a bit a simplification, but let's say it will be like this. And in the game it was like this, and later this is in center. So we need to compare this situation and this situation, and we can count how many points we lost as white, and all of those points we lost, and how much black gained. It is this and this, if I see correctly. Okay, so it's 3 and 5, it's 8 points. It is a very big move, probably the biggest on the board. And the last remark was here. White goes down, and it is usually not a good move because black will get this in center. And if we play like this, it looks like we have less territory, but now we can get this, and either black will get this or we will play this. So it's like between these two moves, and here we take away more territory of black than black will take away with this, because here black can just play Atari and this is all. But if we get this one, then we take 2 territory, like 2 points of territory, so we can take more. So in this situation this should be worse than this. Okay, let's sum up quickly. Here we can play Tanuki. It is not usual but possible. Here we invade, and I think it is good to make a reduction, because we can still go into the territory here. So we don't need to take this immediately. Here it was a bad exchange because it does not gain anything for black, and also black can play it anytime, and we gave up a corner, or a bit a part of the corner. Here, when we attack the group, we should not think about making territory, but creating pressure on the group and using it to get to something. Here we should start with this, which is the biggest, most important move, and then we can choose. Like if black will add a move, then we can get center, so we are also satisfied. Center is important. Surely we should play here. It's just better. The usual move would be here, because it is very hard to disconnect this stone from the others, and we can just develop the upper side for black. The most important thing here is to disconnect the two groups if it is possible, and I think it is possible. So maybe if we don't want to do this immediately, then we wait for the right time. We don't help the opponent to connect his groups. And the last, usually it is not good to play here. It is better to play there. Okay, that would be all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will have a good day. See you.